The relationship between Ibrahim Traore, the interim leader of Burkina Faso, and the Black Israelite movement is a complex and often misunderstood topic that intersects politics, religion, and identity. To fully explore this connection, we must examine the historical, ideological, and socio-political factors that shape their interactions, as well as the timing of their emergence in global discourse. Contextualizing Ibrahim Traore and Black Israelite ideology. Ibrahim Traore rose to prominence in September 2022 when he led a coup in Burkina Faso, ousting Paul-Henri Sandaogo Damiba and positioning himself as a revolutionary leader advocating for anti-imperialism, Pan-Africanism, and sovereignty. His rhetoric often aligns with anti-Western and anti-colonial sentiments, resonating with marginalized groups across the African diaspora. The Black Israelite movement, meanwhile, is a broad term encompassing various groups that claim descent from the ancient Israelites, often blending black nationalist theology with interpretations of the Bible. Some factions are controversial due to extremist views, while others focus on cultural identity and historical reclamation. The timing of Traore's rise coincides with increased global attention on Black Israelite ideologies, particularly as they intersect with resistance movements in Africa and the diaspora. This section introduces the key themes explored in this analysis. Historical foundations, Black Israelite movements in Africa. The Black Israelite movement has roots in the early 20th century, with groups like the Church of God and Saints of Christ and the Commandment Keepers. Over time, these ideologies spread to Africa, where they merged with indigenous religious and political movements. In West Africa, figures like Marcus Garvey and later Elijah Muhammad influenced Black nationalist and Israelite thought. Burkina Faso, under Thomas Sankara, 1983–1987, saw a surge in revolutionary Pan-Africanism, which some Black Israelites later adopted as part of their narrative of African redemption. Traore's ideological framework, though not explicitly tied to Black Israelite theology, echoes themes of liberation that some Black Israelites associate with biblical prophecies about Africa's rise. Ibrahim Traore's political ascent and ideological overlaps. Traore's coup in 2022 came amid growing dissatisfaction with French neo-colonial influence in Burkina Faso. His rhetoric emphasizes anti-imperialism, African self-determination, resistance to Western hegemony. These themes parallel certain Black Israelite narratives that frame Africa's struggles as part of a divine struggle against oppression, e.g., the Yahweh versus Western Babylon dichotomy. While Traore does not publicly identify as a Black Israelite, his messaging has attracted support from some within the movement who see him as a modern-day liberator akin to biblical figures like Moses. The timing. Why now? The convergence of Traore's rise and Black Israelite visibility can be attributed to social media amplification. Platforms like YouTube and Twitter have allowed Black Israelite preachers to spread their message globally, coinciding with Traore's viral speeches. Global Black resistance movements, the George Floyd protests, 2020, and subsequent unrest renewed interest in Black nationalist and Israelite ideologies. Decline of Western influence in Africa. As France loses grip on its former colonies, alternative ideologies, including Black Israelite thought, fill the ideological vacuum. Case studies, interactions and perceptions. Traore's public statements. While Traore has not endorsed Black Israelite beliefs, his anti-colonial stance resonates with their worldview. Black Israelite reactions. Some factions praise Traore as a warrior for the tribes of Israel, while others remain skeptical of his secular approach. Misinformation and conspiracy theories. Some online circles falsely claim Traore is a secret Black Israelite, highlighting how these narratives blur lines between fact and myth. Criticisms and controversies. Extremist factions. Some Black Israelite groups promote divisive rhetoric, complicating their relationship with mainstream African leaders like Traore. Traore's secularism. His focus on military and political strategy contrasts with the religious fervor of Black Israelites, leading to ideological friction. Future implications. The relationship between Traore and Black Israelite movements remains symbolic rather than institutional. However, as both gain traction, their narratives may further intertwine, shaping African liberation theology. Anti-Western alliances, e.g., Burkina Faso's ties to Russia, which some Black Israelites interpret as part of a biblical shift in power. Diasporic identity politics. Conclusion: a complex, evolving dynamic. The timing of Ibrahim Traoré's rise and the resurgence of Black Israelite ideology reflects broader shifts in global power structures. While direct links between them are tenuous, their parallel growth underscores a shared disillusionment with Western dominance and a search for alternative identities. Future developments will depend on how both Traoré's governance and Black Israelite movements adapt to changing geopolitical realities. This analysis provides a framework for understanding the nuanced relationship between Traoré and Black Israelite ideologies.